we do need to make these tough decisions at time. That's my message to you. Don't procrastinate. Don't think tomorrow it's going to get better. Trust your gut. If it's not going to work out, make that decision early and cut it. Cut it. Because it can affect your culture even more. It can affect your business even more. And then your team looks at you and says to you, well, you know what? How could you let this person get away with it?
You're listening to The Functional Founder with Themi Sturgianus, a podcast for owner-operators ready to build high-performance teams, handle growth with confidence, and scale without burning out.
So I don't know if you've ever had that experience as a founder where you really need to make some tough decision where it eats at your gut, where it keeps you up at night. It spoils your mood. It affects relationships. I mean, it can get really crazy. Well, I had one of those weeks, founders. It was treacherous. And I don't only think it was treacherous for me, but for my team as well, because I very rarely make decisions on my own. And this week, we had a very challenging decision. So it made me think about my late dad. He had a saying, and he said, a true captain shows his true colors in rough waters. So it made me think a little bit deeper about this week and what I want to share with you, because it wasn't an easy week. I'm not going to mention names, but we had to let go of someone this week. And it's never easy to let go of someone who you really believed in. So it's very unfortunate. The specific individual had a lot of talent and a lot of future, a lot of potential, and a very hard worker, but unfortunately couldn't keep himself out of trouble. And after a couple of warnings, we had to unfortunately dismiss the team member. And it was a joint decision, but very disappointing because we had put our faith in this individual. And, we all do make mistakes, and maybe there's a chance that you'll come back. We'll always relook at it again, but we had to have a hearing, go through the formal process, and institute a dismissal hearing against a specific individual. And I do love him. I love him like a son. That's how I feel, and I put a lot of faith in him. I've coached him, and it's sad. It's sad that it's reached this stage. But this person's on their life journey, and they've got to see what's going on with their lives, and they've got to reevaluate, and hopefully they can learn some lessons along the way as well. But here's the message. It's not about him, because I do believe he'll get through it. It's more about a founder having to make these tough decisions. I mean, everyone thinks, no, it's nice to run a business. It's not so great. It has its challenges, and sometimes us as founders, we need to make those tough decisions, which is not easy. I don't know if you've ever experienced it, but I've classified our team, into 4 categories: an A player, B player, C player, and a D player. And I put them on a grid. So you can imagine on the one side of the axis, it's performance. And performance is like, what do they do to help the business grow, prosper? And the other side is, do they share similar values to us? And so they get graded. And this specific individual had good potential to be an A player, and was probably touching it at stages, but just couldn't keep it up. But here's the thing. Making this decision, we can sometimes procrastinate, and I'm going to appeal to you as founders. Don't do that. If you know there's someone in your team and you need to cut them loose, no matter how difficult it is, no matter how it's going to affect sales, no matter how it's going to affect the rest of the team, you need to make that decision. And sometimes a captain needs to show their colors in rough waters. That's what needs to be done. And the rest of the team needs to see how leadership shows these conditions. It wasn't easy. What the future is, we're probably going to be losing out on a little bit of traction in our sales process. We're going to lose some traction in our business. And it is what it is. But what made me just really work on it this week, it reminded me I needed to work on this truth audit, this quadrant that I created, that we can grade people. Every 90 days, people need to be graded. And then a decision needs to be made. Do we coach them to become A players, or do we leave it as such and let the people go, those that are D players? The Bs and the C players, I won't get into that right now. If any one of you want to read the truth audit, I'm happy to send you over the SOP. It's not a problem. But we do need to make these tough decisions at time. That's my message to you. Don't procrastinate. Don't think tomorrow it's going to get better. Trust your gut. If it's not going to work out, make that decision early and cut it. Cut it. Because it can affect your culture even more. It can affect your business even more. And then your team looks at you and says to you, well, you know what? How could you let this person get away with it? I do something small and I don't get away with it. Or he does something small and they don't get away with it. Or she does something which no one should notice really. He notices it and he gets upset about it. So guys, here's the thing. We lead from the front or we lead from the back, but we don't lead from the middle. And the middle is the playground for those people that can't make decisions and they wait and they don't act. Act on those decisions as a leader. If you're serious about your business, doesn't matter what it takes, doesn't matter how long it's going to take to rebuild again, make that decision. Until next week, founders, will chat again.
Thank you for joining the Functional Founder. This podcast grows through you, our founder community. Please share this with someone who needs it and click on the subscribe button. That way, more people can join us.